How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane. I'm here to give you another Pokemon Horizons episode review. Today's episode is episode 4, entitled I Found You, Hogator. Also, probably in dub terms, it'd be I Found You, Fuecoco. Before I go any further, please find yourself over to that like button and smash it. Hit that and hit the subscribe button so you can be subscribed and find out more videos just like this. And don't forget that little notification bell. You ring that, it'll ding you every time a new video comes up on my channel. So, last episode, I believe, was introduction to Roy. This time we are getting a little bit further into Roy's relationship with Fuecoco. Basically, the basis of this episode is Roy wants to be. It's so funny that he says, "I want to be around Fuecoco and I want to sing with him," and blah blah. And Liko's like, "So you want to be partners with it?" Yeah, I didn't think about it like that before. And part of me has to remember that kids, right? They're kids, right? Part of me has to remember that. So there's that, but then there's this weird song he sings where it's just ho gay. That's it. And he sings this song to hype up Fuecoco so that he can finally do Ember. You know, he notices that Fuecoco looks up to Charizard and Freed. I'm looking forward to, seriously, if Fuecoco doesn't evolve all the way to Skeledirge and finally, you know, it's like, yeah, I'm evolved and I can hang out with you and do cool stuff too. If that doesn't happen, it'd be kind of a waste. But he does this weird song that's supposed to hype up Fuecoco, and it does, and Fuecoco starts singing along. Finally does an Ember on a Rhydon, so somebody doesn't pay attention to his type charts. But that leaves Liko, Sprigito, and myself kind of miffed because they're just looking like it's weird, but okay. It's very obvious that Fuecoco loves Roy. Easily goes up to him, hugs him. Roy seems to understand him a lot. He instantly understood that Fuecoco looked up to Charizard. Instantly understood things like, okay, something's wrong. I can tell something's wrong with you. He's very close even to the Pokemon that's in his household, like the Psyduck. He's like, oh, your little hair's moving around. Something good must have happened, huh? So I guess he wants to be an adventurer, but I would typecast him as like close to a trainer or a breeder, but he wants to be an adventurer, so we'll see how long that lasts. It's not uncommon for Pokemon main characters to change their mind. I mean, May was going to be a Pokemon battle trainer until she discovered her love for contests. Where am I at here? Another, I guess, not really the B plot, but one of the main plots is that the ship is still, you know, the gas part, still leaking. The Orla, the one who's the engineer who partners Metagross, she has to patch it up, and she's patching it up overnight like the Pokemon, like Ferret, and everyone's like, every time they put a patch down, another hole comes up. And so through having lunch at Roy's grandfather's house, who also happens to be the village elder that Freed knows, they come up with the idea to get the Caterpie and Weedle, after looking at some Dango, to use their is a string shot, use their silk to patch up everything because it's tough, it's durable, and things like that. They also get Scyther to come and, you know, cut it. So you got to shoot it and cut it, which Roy and Liko gathered them to do. Their hands were shaking as they thought about the battle going on for the blimp, which is called the Brave Asagi. And the Brave Asagi is all their homes. Roy ended up coming there late at night, just wanted to see Fuecoco, so he kind of sneaks on. Gets caught by Captain Pikachu, who proudly steps on his back. I like Captain Pikachu's personality. This thing can fly on top of Charizard. Like, they make me want to raise a Charizard and a Pikachu in my game. That's how interesting they are. I really hope they come out with a GIF Captain Pikachu Pokemon, at least with the cap. It has to come with the cap. But yeah, and Roy comes up with the idea saying, well, we can get the villagers to help, and Freed's kind of like, well, I tried it, but now they get more help. Freed also pays attention to the wants of Liko because they were going to leave, I think, immediately after lunch. No, they were going to leave before lunch. But he saw that Liko was hanging out with the Crabby, which in Japanese, Crabby's Japanese name is just Crab. So, yeah, that's a point for the people who think about people who eat Pokemon, but we won't get into that. Crabby, she meets all sorts of Pokemon. It's Crabby, there's Charmanders, Bulbasaurs, Squirtles, Psyducks, all sorts of Kentoni Pokemon. Matter of fact, Sprigatito ends up having a little dance friendship meet with Nidoran female. All adorable all around. Liko learns that, Pokemon can have partnerships, or I guess be bonded to people without needing to be captured first in Pokeballs, which is something that this concept of partner Pokemon. I don't know if this is my old manness. Don't consider myself a Gen 1, but I don't know. This is my old man brain kicking in when they're talking about, because he initially goes, I want to be partners with Hogator, Fuecoco. And Freed's like, well, you got to take Fuecoco's feelings in consideration. Does it want to be partners with you? Is it a good fit? Which he invites, spend the night, see if blah, 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 blah. And Needle Thing comes up with this one of her videos, because we're always going to see her video in an episode. She says that, it's more than just saying Monster Ball, Pokeball, go. You got to see if you could bond with your partner Pokemon. Why? See, at least in the games, right? You give us a Pokemon. Which Pokemon do you want? You pick it? Cool. Hope you pick the right one. This is your first one. Make friends with him. Ash had no choice in Pikachu. Apparently, I'm assuming Richie's starting Pokemon was Charmander. Gary / Green / not Satoshi. I forget his Japanese name. I think it's whatever Miyamoto's first name is. His starter Pokemon was technically Squirtle, but he looks like he's more bonded with Eevee / Umbreon, right? This whole notion of your partner Pokemon, you guys gotta have a bond. Yeah, you have a bond, but no one goes out into the wild, goes, hey, Pokemon, you want to be friends? The wild Pokemon probably looks at them, attacks them, or doesn't attack to get away from them. Even in the Pokemon short, I wish I remember the name of it, where it's the young girl who is trying to capture her first Pokemon since her dad's Charizard, who's very old, doesn't listen to her. And she ends up befriending a Nidoran male that she's helped that thing from getting eaten by an Arbok. And its parents was going crazy. Its Nidoking dad, Nidoqueen mom going crazy. Fun fact, those two Pokemon cannot breed together. So that's an interesting tale. But anyway, then she ends up bonding with it, and towards the end, it wants her to capture it, and she captures it. Kind of something similar to how Ash got Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle. Like, oh, you want to be my buddy? All right, cool. Here's this Pokeball. I didn't really earn a way of capturing you. Is that what they mean by being partner Pokemon? Like, I imagine, hey, I'm going out on a journey, or hey, I'm going to be a battler. I got my Pokedex app or my Pokedex. I need to get a partner Pokemon. She didn't even choose Sprigatito. Sprigatito was either chosen for her or just, here, we randomize these Pokemon. We're calling you in single file. Grab the next ball. As opposed to, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one. Which was, so I don't really subscribe to this notion. It's interesting. I do agree that as a trainer or a breeder or a whatever, you gotta have a bond with your Pokemon. It's better. It's what separates us from the thugs and the evil teams. But yeah, kind of doesn't make sense, at least to me. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, right? So we do get flashes of Freed being the Pokemon professor that Roy's granddad said he was, because he's busy paying attention to Roy and Fuecoco trying to battle, and Amathio's getting annoyed. He's like, hey, don't turn your back on me, which prompts him to go past him and try to get Liko on the pendant with his oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot the name of the Steel Crow Pokemon from Sword and Shield. It will Corviknight. It prompts him to go with Corviknight, try to get the pendant that way. It's interesting because he's not really like Zur and Cornea said, hey, we can ambush them because obviously they've been tracking them with the tracker device. And he's like, nah, we know what we want. We want to get the pendant and we need the girl. And so they use the battles as a distraction to figure out where she came from, which Cornea ends up fighting Liko 101. We don't see this battle. Cornea's Pokemon is a Golduck, right? Liko's is a Sprigatito. But you would think that even though it's a type advantage, the thing's evolved and obviously has had more training, but off screen she beat her. Maybe it's because she cares about Sprigatito and doesn't really want to battle it. Who knows? And again, this is when she tells Roy, don't worry about it. You're with their Pokemon, pump them up, all that stuff. I don't like how they beat him off screen. Just going to show her using the one and only attack that they know. Do that. I prefer that over comedy. Oh, her and her Pokemon are knocked out. The other guy, Zur, he has a Rhydon. Why, for the love of me, does Molly have her Chansey doing a pound attack? You guys have been doing this for a while, right? Now, I get that anime rules are different, but your Chansey still has a pound? Oh, okay. I do like how they tag in and out, how Orla was using her Metagross to protect the Crabby that were on the beach. So it shows that they pay attention to the environment and were basically on the ropes because they did not want these wild Pokemon to get hurt. Okay, we see the differences between each of the groups, between the Rising Volt Tacklers and the Explorers. The Explorers are going to try to manipulate a bit. They're not too evil, but they're just enough evil, right? They're just evil enough. So, okay, that's fine. Still can't believe they did an Ember to a Rhydon. It's like, I get that it was a good attack, but it's a Rhydon. It's not gonna... Okay. And what happens? As the Amathio's doing his big attack, and Roy calls out to Liko to Roy. They can't see each other, but her pendant glows and his ancient Pokeball glow. So, the next episode is actually called... Oh no, what was the next episode? I think the next episode is talking about the ancient Pokeball. I'm going to try to have that one up sooner than later. But during the Poke Rap, it was Chef Murdoch's turn, and Chef Murdoch did not murder that beat. He messed up. But today's seminar is on one of my personal favorite Pokemon. I love me some Scyther. Or is he known in Japan as Strike? Look at the claws, and it's talking about how fast it is. It is even its base speeds, very fast Pokemon. Very, very fast. But one of the things that it has been compared to, which I love that they had pirates. What did they have? They had pirates, bandits, ninja. Obviously, Scyther has been compared to a ninja, and actually all of it's in its evolutions. It's not a good picture, but it's in the evolutions. Scizor and Cleavor are also kind of like ninjas, right? This thing is a stone axe. This is a red metal one. Actually, I'm pretty sure I've named a couple of Scizors Hanzo after Hanzo Hattori. Right, very, very, very cool Pokemon. So this is our Pokemon Seminar Pokemon of the day. So this episode, there's good parts in it, but now I'm starting to feel like it's a regular episode of Pokemon. Not bad. Being average isn't bad. It didn't suck. It's just some parts where I really wasn't feeling the whole Roy singing to Fuecoco thing. I'm probably going to have to get used to that. I'm pretty sure that's a thing that's not going to stop. Hey, you guys want to spend $60 on a Scyther statue? It's on Etsy. This is actually very cool looking. I might pick this up for myself. I like that. That's very well done. But anyway, that's it didn't vibe with me, that the singing part, but I enjoy seeing that these people and their Pokemon, whether it's their partners or just the ones around them, have a nice little bond with them. It's very adorable, very cute. And it lets you know, okay, well, when things are going down, they're going to be concerned, which is very much appreciated. You see where the bond sort of comes from, right? I'll give it a 3.5. I'm trying not to be too harsh, but it's average. It's not, it doesn't stink. It's just an average episode of Pokemon. So who knows? Maybe that next episode, maybe with the ancient Pokeball, maybe something fantastic is gonna happen. If you've seen spoilers, or if you've seen some of the pre-spoilers before any of this has happened, you kind of know what may or may not happen. I'm gonna reserve my judgment until I see the episode. So we're going to find out very soon. But please, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'm giving it a 3.5. It's average, has some good parts in it. The people and Pokemon interactions are very, very nice. Learning these people's personalities. Zero and Coney not being a fake Jesse and James, as I put them in my notes. Being entire entities unto themselves is very much appreciated. And we do get one funny part where, you know, Roy said I had to see that face again, and Liko's like, was he talking about me? No, he's talking about Fuecoco. Don't get ahead of yourselves. He's very dumb. He's not romantic at all. He's a dum-dum. So please let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of more videos like this one. Thank you for taking some time out to listen to me talk about Pokemon Horizons. Please be good, be blessed, take care of yourselves, be good to yourselves, be good to others. Either way it goes, don't be a jerk, all right? Life is hard enough. And you know what? Speaking of my life being hard, realize that there are people out there that care about you. You're never alone. Reach out to someone, all right? There's someone that rather talk to you today than miss you and mourn you tomorrow. So, with that, guys, it's me, Shane, and I will definitely catch you next time.